if we give support to someone, it could be through words, it could be physically, or it could be psychologically, that we can help give them a great future. Why is contribution important? It's because we are there, investing our love and time and attention for these people. And I want you all to do the same. We invest in our children, on our moms, on our dads, or our cousins and our sisters. Because we will never really know what someone else's future is going to look like. And let me also tell you those days na si Lola Basing, may pwesto kami dyan sa super. I don't know if you all know that. May pwesto kami dyan, si Lolo sa Uma, siya ang kapananom, tapos si Lola Basing sa super tanang kabaligya. So what happens is, from Monday to Friday, Lola Basing would be on our pwesto magbantay. Tapos ako, kaliskwila pa ako. So mag-Fridays ng hapon, hasta na mag-Domingo sa gabi, maghuli ako kanila sa super. So ako ang kapula akong kaagahan, tapos kung sa aga, si Lola nabantay. Tapos tawan ako ng kwarta after, para may panggasto ako sa school. So usually, she'll give me 100 pesos. And sa una, 100 bakit pamandia. So one whole week, you have at least 20 pesos to expense for the day. Pero knowing may pamasahe pa ako sa school. So pamasahe ko in a day back and forth is at least 12 pesos. And I'm left with 8 pesos. And now, mabakalan din sa 8 pesos sa una. So gamay lang man, but I was a grateful kid. And I told myself na I didn't have anyone, but I had a dream. One day, galanta ako sa TV, and I saw Miss Venusra. You probably heard the story many times. But knowing na I didn't have my parents, kaya sa Buga or sa Leon, do ako lang lang sa bata, at least different ang color. I am black, I know, and I am proud. But when I was a kid, I used to doubt myself, and I used to hate who I am, because people will bully for my skin. They would tell me, negra ikaw, or you're too black, or you're too poor. Basically anything to make you lose your self-confidence. So before, I hated who I was, because I wanted to be just like everyone else. Up until I realized that maybe my differences is what makes me unique, and maybe this will carry me to a better future. So what I realized in a young age is that what sets another person apart from another person is not their wealth, but their mindset. So I think that's one thing that I can change. And I decided to change my mindset. I watched the TV when I was 12 years old. Tapos nakitaan ko sa TV si Venusra. Doon siya pala ang una na person that excels somehow close to my complexion. Siguro she sparked the hope in me and then the dream in me. Nga nagdaman ko yung bago mo, one day, Miss Universe man ako. Though I didn't know kung ano ang Miss Universe, kung what's, the work that looks like. Though what inspired me to become Miss Universe is because I realized when she was out there competing, that she did not only carry herself, but represented her people well, and I wanted to do the same. So growing up, I wanted to be a Miss Universe. I didn't know why, but I was happy that someone gave me hope. Someone gave me something that I can run to, and I can prove not only to people, but to myself that I am more, and I can be more, and I am somebody. And all throughout my life, I experienced so many pain. I joined sports when I was on the young age. I competed for Palarong Pambansa at least 4 years. I won the 4 times too. On my first year, I think it was in Bigan, I was still 17 years old. And my first Palarong Pambansa, I won silver. And thank you for Iloilo for their help, especially to Western Visayas. So muna nagdisan pa ko, silver lang na ko. I wanted to win gold. But I should be grateful because I know something's coming from my way. I remember I went home, tapos birthday ni Lula. Kaya pala ko, lalo gusto mo gift sa palaro, at least what's your birthday gift that you want to receive? And she said, Ni, why man ako gusto, just bring home the gold. And I didn't win the gold, so I got silver. And I was kind of disappointed. But I went home and my grandma gave me the warmest welcome anyone could ever have. And she told me just you being home is more than enough. So I got silver that year, and the next year I asked myself, anong mahimo ko next time para mas ma-improve ako? So I trained my hardest. I remember those days that we wake up 4 a.m. and then we'll train from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then I'll go to school, and then pagka 3 p.m. naman, hasta mag-alas 6 ng hapon, training naman, And pagkagabi, maghuli ka pa mula sa super. So my life was all working. There was pain, but it was a part of it. So my second year ang palarong pambansa, I won gold. Finally, the dream that I wanted. And then on my third year, gimangkot ko. Anong bagit bala ang gusto ko? Like, I have another 2 years to compete. What do I want to achieve? And then I asked my coach, Coach Jel from Nashua. I was studying in Iloilo National High School already when I was on my senior high school days. And coach was like, why don't you try to break the record? And I asked, Coach, pila ang record now? Mga 160. In high jump, that's probably already my height. Tapos may isa pa kadanaw. So that's more than my height already. So high jump, track siya na event, na madalagan ikaw, tapos malukso, ikaw pataas. So you don't only need to be light, but you also need to be fast so that you can jump high. And then I asked my coach, Coach, imposible ay ma-break ko ang record? And then he asked me, the same question that I asked you, do you think you can break the record? And then I was like, Coach, gamang ko, ikaw kung balik mo ang question natin. And he was telling me, see, sometimes we doubt ourselves so much that we could be more, but then we already have this negative thinking that we can't because of other people telling us that they couldn't. So we think that we can't. And I told myself, there's nothing naman I can loosen. I mean, I can aim for breaking the record. If I don't, I'll come back next year. But this time around, I dedicated my whole time into it. I didn't care if I get little sleep or my body will get tired. All I knew is I needed to eat healthy. And one thing important that I realized is, pag mas laway ang sabor of food because of the greens, the healthier it is for the body. So, hindi mo mapakaasan mo na sa mga amargoso or mga kamatis. But then my coach would tell me, you know, what you put in your body is an investment of the woman or the person that you're going to be in your future. So make sure that you take care of your health. So if you want to be a great athlete, make sure nga you get a green sleep. But in that same year, I broke the record. I broke the record of palarong pambansa, and I was happy already. Grabe, I think this is something I can tell one of the proudest moments in my life. Kasi sinugin ba lang expect nga ang gamay nga bata na tagabuga, made it to palarong pambansa and broke the record. Now I ask myself, what do I want on my last year in palaro? And I ask myself, what do I want to be remembered of? Do I just want to be remembered as someone who was an achiever, or someone who inspired people and left something more than just winning a gold medal? So the next time around, I decided to do 5 events in track. So my high jump, my hurdles, there's long jump, relays na dalawa. And we competed in Davao, and I wanted to win MVP. Pero I lacked 1 medal to win MVP. But I won 4 medals, and I was really, really grateful. And that was the same year that I got an offer in Manila. Almost all universities wanted to get me ready for college. I remember that I also had 2 scholarships. The other one is University of El Paso, it's in Texas, and then the other one is in Budapest in Hungary. Pero I didn't got it because I wanted to be there with my grandma. I wanted to see her all the time, and I wanted to make sure si Lola Basi, she was okay. And I went to NU because they were really supportive towards me and they're willing to achieve the same goal that I wanted. When I went to NU my first year, I trained with them, and then pandemic happened. So, tanang kita napunta sa mga hihimo na to. We didn't really expect pandemic to happen. Abi na 2 weeks lang, tapos we'll go back to our normal lives. And next thing we know, there's 3 years of our lives just in our house or doing the things that we thought, you know, hindi natin mahimo. And then, I was home, and then I asked myself the same question. I think you heard my line during Miss Iloilo also. I said, who are we without the things that we're good at? Kasi basically, sa wala pa pandemic, I was an athlete. I knew I was a good runner. To some of our teachers, they're good at teaching. To some of my friends, they're good musicians, they're good dancers, they're good business people. But when pandemic happened, nananabuntad. So I asked myself a question. Who am I without the things that I'm good at? Something that I can do without all those things. And I realized that we had our mind that would always run true. And I also realized that God has given me a talent for communication and mentorship. But to tell you, before I got in there, someone also inspired me and someone mentored me. I think growing up, I was a weird kid, siguro. I was a nerd kid. I loved being alone. I would love reading books. I would watch podcasts all the time and TED Talks. And it really helped. Knowing You might not have the means to buy or the money for it, but you always find a way to change yourself, especially for your future. I had one goal growing up, and it's to inspire people, it's to support people, and it's to be there to them, letting them know that they have someone who they can run into. And I think that was the goal all throughout. And during Miss Universe Philippines, as I was joining, I realized that I grew up with my grandma, and most of the people in my life who contributed so much to me are all women. And society made women look like they were weak or very emotional, yet I made it to that part of my life that all these women have helped me. And then I asked myself, what would be my advocacy? Your advocacy is something that people would remember you for. And then I said I wanted to help women. And then I realized I had a talent in sports. So the advocacy started with wanting women to chase after their dreams. Terms ng dalagan or going further. And I realized yung logo, Abansi siya or Abante. So I started with advocacy of Abansi Babae, letting women know that anything in life is achievable if you just keep on moving further, keep on moving forward, never look back. If there's something that you look back, it's those people who helped you and contributed to your life and who have supported you to show gratitude towards them. But never look back on things that you know that might regret. So my whole life, it was like this. It was like a hurdle all throughout. You sometimes run away from people who hurt you. But then I realized that I really should start chasing after a dream that I wanted. And I did. And I focused. To tell you, when I joined Miss Universe, most of the time, though kapoy ka na, most of the time, you ask yourself, nga gusto ko ni. And it's given. Most of the people would hate you just for who you are. I was dark-skinned, I had short hair, I was a little bit of masculine. It's something so opposite to what we often see on the pageant world industry. And I was telling Mom earlier that, diba, gusto natin change. We want change in our lives. We want change in every aspect of our life. Pero ang change ganit, mag-abot. Pero it's not in the same form na gusto natin. It's not in the same complexion that we want. And it's not favorable for us. We don't like that change. And maybe that's why our life never changed. Because we always want specific things. That sometimes change is different. Change is uncomfortable. Change is losing someone but developing you. That's when I realized that this is what I want. I want to create a movement, and I want women to look at me not as someone who was cocky, but someone who was confident. Someone who went through so much in life and used that as a motivation to where she is right now. I joined Miss Universe and I wanted to win. And tell you, during the final night, before a competition mag-start, I was so nervous. Because I know that I'm not only competing for me, I was competing for Lola Bastin. I was competing for all of you. And I didn't want to let you all down. Because I realized that I gave you hope. And someone also gave me hope. And when someone gives you hope, it's like a superpower that you can not only inspire people but change their life. And I did not want to disappoint you all. Grabe, the whole competition of Miss Universe. I can tell you, I was an athlete. And I competed for Palaro, and I was a part of the Philippine national team. But I think joining Miss Universe was harder than competing for SEA Games. SEA Games, somehow, you train 8 hours a day, but if you don't sleep 8 hours, you wouldn't be able to perform properly. So importante na makakain ng mayo, and then you can sleep properly. And Miss Universe was kind of different. You need to wake up 4 a.m., you need to leave your makeup, a whole time, sometimes 5 a.m., sometimes you need to wake up 3 a.m., and then you're going to be in the event the whole day. Tapos matapos bigyan mo, 11 p.m. pa, and then you're going home pa, ma-travel ka pa. And then when you get settled in bed, next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. And then you need to wake up again at 4 a.m. And it was like that for at least 3 months, or almost 4. So we lost so much weight, and I realized that the biggest challenge in there is not your fellow women who was joining the competition. It was your mind. It was telling yourself na kaya ko pa. It was telling yourself that I had a dream, so I can't give up. And sometimes I would open my phone and I would scroll through my social media, and you would see some comments that you wouldn't really like seeing. So I had these many days na namumutaw ko, and I didn't want to do it for me. I was tired. I was hurt. But then when I think of all of you that is supporting me online, that is being there for me online, I told myself, I'm not going to do this for me today, but I'm going to do this for you. And that what support can change someone else's life. Being there for someone. And you made me realize, or the lesson that you've all taught me is to be yourself, because someone would love you for who you are. Someone would appreciate you for who you are. And most of you in my fan base, I realize, are all women. So I am grateful and I'm happy for my advocacy. And I want to thank you all, because you contributed to the Alexi that I am today. It was uncomfortable. It was hard. It was painful, and pretty sure I cried many nights. But you are one of those reasons why I keep moving forward while I'm doing the Avance thing. So here comes the final night of Miss Universe, and I was so nervous. I wanted to win so bad. And then I did it. When the top 5 was announced, I was backstage. And then I was crying. I wasn't crying because I didn't win. I cried because I thought I didn't give you hope. Up until they called us back again on stage, and then they gave me the crown from Miss Eco International. And I realized that I didn't actually lose. I was redirected. So I was redirected into something greater, or something that my purpose could serve so much more. Maybe this type of crowd needs me, or maybe I can do something to it. So when I won Miss Eco International, and I went back home, I could say it wasn't the crown I wanted, but I went back home. You're welcome, my fellow Ilonggos were just as the same as like I won Miss Universe crown. And when I was doing my caravan in the whole city, I was used to hiding my feelings. So I was waving to you all, I would say hi, I would take pictures. When I went back to my hotel that night, I cried. I cried like a baby. Because I didn't realize how impact my life would give to people. I asked myself, what if I gave up that one sign? What if I stopped? What if I told myself I wasn't good enough? What if I said I was just a black kid? I was too poor. I didn't have my parents. I didn't have no opportunity. I wouldn't be here I am. And this is what I'm telling you all. That support is really important. Because you supported me, I am who I am. And because of that, I will support other people. So thank you all so much for everything that you have done to me. To my fellow teenagers or kids or women out there at their young age, chase after your dream. It doesn't matter if people will hate you for being who you are. You need to know that you need to love the person that you are, stick to your core, and be a mentor to other people. Inspire other people. And to our moms and our dads, and to our brothers and our sisters, thank you so much for being a mentor to these young kids. Because they're the very future of this country. And if we need change, and if we want change, it needs to start in our own home, in our own houses. Thank you all so much, and I hope that this little time that I'm giving to you all really moves you somehow a bit. So thank you all, and let's keep moving forward. Avance. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and